Hey goalkeepers, today we're looking at a new pair of gloves from one of the most well-known American-based brands, Aviata Sports, and today we're looking at the Aviata Stretta Light Bright Optimus. The Stretta Light Bright Optimus comes equipped with 4mm of GIGA grip latex on a hybrid roll finger and flat finger cut. The roll finger and flat finger hybrid, it leaves it for a more expansive cut. It reminds me a lot of a contact maximizer cut that you'd find on an Adidas pair of gloves, and it comes with removable finger saves. 5 removable finger saves. That means there's a finger save inside the thumb, and it's a different finger save that isn't the standard one, and it is much more rigid. It's a much more rigid and harder to bend finger save, so that's going to be something I'm going to pay attention to when I'm trying to close my hands with the gloves. The backhand comes with your traditional soft hand latex, and the wrist strap is the traditional Velcro wrist strap, but it's a lot wider around the wrist, so it gives a much more supportive and tighter feel and grip around your wrist. I have used a lot of GIGA latex gloves, and I do really like GIGA latex. I think GIGA latex is some of the best latex you can get on a pair of gloves. For its workhorse durability, it's going to be tacky and grippy throughout its whole lifetime. The great thing about GIGA grip latex is that it is chemically treated for the best grip possible. Even when the glove tears and starts going down to the bottom foam of the actual glove, there will still be grip on there. That is why GIGA grip latex is so durable even when it starts to tear. That's something that I love on GIGA grip latex, and something that I noticed definitely on this pair of gloves. This GIGA grip latex, just like the last few pairs of GIGA grip latex that I've had, is extremely grippy and durable. Even when the glove starts to tear, it is extremely durable thanks to the chemicals. But because of all of those chemicals, and because of the chemicals put inside the glove during the beginning days, you need to give these gloves a good pre-wash. All GIGA grip latex gloves, especially GIGA grip latex gloves, but all gloves do need a good pre-wash. That means that you get the gloves and you wash them as soon as you can to get the chemicals out of the latex and to get the dampness into the latex and get the grip really out and alive. Many of you guys know and remember that I'm not a finger save keeper. I don't particularly enjoy it, and it's just not what I like to do. But these finger saves are completely different from the standard finger save that you see in a lot of the gloves that I've reviewed lately. A lot of the gloves you'll see the standard kind of taped on block style black finger saves that are used on the back of the hands. This finger save is much more anatomical. It's much more rigid too. It's a lot harder to bend your hands completely, and the material used is completely different, which makes it much more rigid on your hands. I didn't like that because it's much harder to take out my hands, and I don't really like having shovel hands. So I did take out the finger saves, and the first thing that I noticed is that when you take out the finger saves, these gloves do grow a lot, and these gloves are a very wide expansive glove. Just like the contact maximizer cut on an Adidas Predator Pro, this cut is very wide and meant to smother the soccer ball. Because my hands are kind of small and my wrists are definitely very small, my hands did slide around a lot, and they didn't fit perfectly well to the glove. They weren't extremely snug, and that was something that I did come to notice right away, that this is an extremely wide fit. So if you're a keeper that likes to have a wide fit in your gloves, these are definitely the way to go. It's a lot like a better flat cut or a more worked on and more improved flat cut glove. I'm going to attribute the wide fit to the style of the cut. The roll fingered flat cut hybrid goes for more expansive shot stopping glove, tries to get more material behind the glove, and I can understand that. It's not something I particularly enjoy, but there are keepers that do like to have wider gloves for more smothering catch on the soccer ball. I only have a few issues with the Stretta Light Bright Optimus. The first thing is that the wrist strap stitching seems to be going off, or it has ripped on one of my gloves. I did try to put it on very quickly, and it seems to have torn a little bit. Also, the internal foam on the glove for the padding has come loose on the thumb. I can't get my camera to take a picture of the area. It's not in an area that you can actually see the foam, but the foam has started to come apart on the inside, and the overall wideness of the glove. It's a very wide glove, but that's just me and my preference. So here we have our gloves after 2 weeks of training on all types of fields: grass, turf, astroturf, new and old. The first thing we're going to look at is the latex. How well did the latex do? It's definitely doing what I expected for a GIGA grip latex. The only tears that I have are from bad diving or bad diving technique. Sometimes I get really high in the air and I end up landing and palming the ground. That's going to lead to some tears on the palm, and you see it all the time, especially on my more dominant hand. I do hit the ground a lot with it, and I do slide my palm across it. So the GIGA grip latex, definitely good, decent latex that's going to have good durability. The backhand is still extremely well put together, and the colors and the stitching on the backhand have not faded or come apart at all. Again, I personally don't like finger saves, but if you're looking for a much more rigid finger saves that won't let your finger go back at all, this is definitely the glove to look at, and these are definitely a much more rigid feeling finger saves to look at. Here's a better look at the area where I had the tearing on the wrist strap. As you can see, I pulled on it a little too hard and the wrist strap started to come off a little bit on the stitching. So that's something that I didn't like and something that you need to pay attention to. Watch out with how you pull the wrist strap, because the stitching might come loose, and that would end up destroying the gloves for you if you can't take your wrist strap or completely tighten the glove around your wrists. For about $65 US, I'd recommend the Aviata Stretta Light Bright Optimus as a pair of game gloves. The GIGA grip latex is very tacky after a good pre-wash, and the gloves are very wide. If you are a wide-handed keeper and you like to have a wider fit or a wider feel and a more smothering, shot-stopping glove, the Aviata Stretta Light Bright Optimus is a pair of gloves for you. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video review on the Stretta Light Bright Optimus. If you liked it, please click like. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you guys again next week.